Welcome to Kids and Family Yoga. I have Oliver with me today, and we have some new things to learn as well as reviewing a couple things from last class. So we're becoming more advanced and we know lots of different poses. Here are some new ones. We are going to learn Tiger, which we've actually done this kind of before, but maybe only once. Striking Cobra. We've done something similar before. Snake. And we're going to also learn palm tree and a swaying palm tree. And then we're going to learn the difference between triangle, which we've already done, and a pyramid. Very similar names, right? And we'll review things like fire log and cow face. Okay, so lots to do. So join us in easy pose, like Oliver's sitting right now, legs crossed. Sitting on the floor, maybe on your carpet, or maybe on a mat if you have one. You don't need shoes on. So take those off and join us. Here we go. All right, easy pose, legs crossed. So I always like to start with some breathing exercises because yoga is really focused on the breath and concentrating on how you breathe and actually paying attention to that. So we're going to do some belly breathing. Last class we did it laying down. We're going to do it seated. So I want you to sit in easy pose, but easy pose isn't like this, like maybe you sit in your classroom on the floor like this. I want you to grow really tall through your spine, through your upper body, grow taller. Hands are on your knees, shoulders are pulled back a little bit, and this is truly easy pose now. Now, I want you to close your lips and breathe only through your nose throughout class, if you can try to remember that. We're breathing through our noses only. Place one hand on your belly. As you're breathing through your nose now, you inhale through your nose, that's when air goes in, nice and long and slow. Exhale out your nose, nice and long and slow. Okay, now when you inhale, I want you to puff your belly out as much as you can. And when you exhale, pull your belly back into place. So you have a diaphragm here. You have muscles here that control your belly. So we're using them with our breath. So I want you to continue in the same way. Every time you inhale, puff your belly out. And feel that with your hand there. And then exhale, pull it in. So your hand isn't making it happen. It's just kind of noticing. You can kind of feel your belly moving. Okay? Inhale. Big belly. Exhale, pull it back in, but continue sitting up tall. We're not slouching. One more. Don't hold your belly tight with your hand. Don't be silly. It's lightly there. All right, good. We did our belly breathing. We're going to move on, I think, right away with sun salutations, and then we'll get on with some of these new things that we want to learn. Can you stand up without using your hands? Try. If you have crossed feet, sometimes that helps. There are other ways to do it, like Oliver just demonstrated as well. Sometimes it's fun to try to do things like that. Face the side with us, and here we go with sun salutations. This is something you probably should know by now. If not, that's okay. We'll go through it once, and I will call out the poses. Next time, Oliver's going to call out the poses. Third time, you're going to call out the poses, okay? We all get a turn. Follow along with us. Here we go. We reach up, and we swan dive down to forward fold. We come up halfway. That's called monkey. We fold again. Now we put our hands down and step back to plank. We crocodile down. We go into up dog. We go to down dog. We step or hop our feet up, keeping a flat back. We reverse swan dive up and end in chair. So always same order of events, same poses, over and over. That's called our sun salutations. So check yourself maybe in a mirror once in a while on your form and make sure you look like me right now, not Oliver. I want you to sit back and chair. Stick your butt back. Don't stick your knees forward like Oliver is. That's better. Just lift your head a little bit. That's so much better, Oliver. Great. Oliver's going to call out the poses this time. Here we go. What is this called? Okay, be nice and loud. Loud. He called this monkey. He's correct. Forward fold. Now say it loud.
Plank.
Crocodile down. Up dog. He's saying it. He's just not loud enough. Down dog. He needed help with that one. Now, flat back as we reverse swan dive. You said it. And end in
Nothing.
chair. Sometimes it's hard to think of the names, but I know you know the order and can do it. So this time I'm going to be silent. He's going to be silent. Hopefully you can kind of say as many of the poses as we go along the way. You be the teacher. Here we go. Almost there. Then we end in chair. Looking forward, not at the ceiling. There you go. Sit back, Oliver. Find your chair. Weights in your heels. You should be able to lift your toes. We're holding chair right now. Once you get there, all right, good. Hopefully you were able to remember some of those poses along the way and be the teacher.
I didn't.
All right, we're gonna go 2 more times just to make sure we're warm. I'm gonna call them out. We'll go a little bit faster. Here we go. Sweep up, swan dive down. Monkey, fold. Plank, crocodile.
Ow.
Don't just fall. We use our arm strength. Up dog,
I was doing push-ups from yesterday.
down dog. You were doing push-ups yesterday?
Yeah, remember?
Oh. Step or hop through. Reverse swan dive up and end in chair. One more time. Up
We did do the
and down.
speed test.
Monkey. Fold. Plank.
Touch the ground.
Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop. Reverse swan dive and chair. Good. All right, standing in mountain pose. Chest is open, shoulders are back, palms are forward and out. Okay, we are going to do palm tree. What's a palm tree look like? Let's think about this. Really skinny and tall. Okay, so we want to have really good posture, so we're skinny and tall like a palm tree. And then we're going to extend up to get even taller by using our arms. I want you to interlace your fingers. Okay, and then I want you to turn them and push them forward, and then lift your palms up to the ceiling. Now we're really tall, like a palm tree. Set your feet so that you're standing evenly on both, and you can be nice and tall. Maybe step a little bit wider because we're going to sway side to side. I don't want this palm tree to tip over, so we want to have maybe a little wider of a base. Okay, arms are straight, up to the ceiling with the palms. Arms are framing our head. Maybe they're squeezed in on our head a little bit more. There's our palm tree. What do you think of swaying palm tree? Now this is super slow motion sway.
Tornado.
So unlike Oliver, I want you to move your whole upper body when you sway. Don't just move your arms. Our arms stay framing our head as we turn through the upper body, slow motion with control. Okay? they're like side bends with their arms extended up. So here's a new one for you. We're going to remember this. Swaying palm tree. Oh, our arms are tired, so bring them down and let's do elephant swings. Widen your feet even more. And then go ahead. Your arms are limp now. We're turning our shoulders, allowing the arms just to wrap around your body.
Yes.
Like they are your elephant ears. Other's trying to hit me. I'm not sure that's appropriate. All right, so that helps loosen us up. Here we go for the next one. We're going to learn tiger next. Another animal pose. Okay, so we're going to come down onto hands and knees. We've done this before, but I didn't call it tiger, and now I think it is going to help you remember what to do here because we have a name for it now, tiger. Okay, so it is like cat and cow. So let's start with the cat and cow. Make sure we know what that is first. Cat stretch. Round your back up to the ceiling. Tuck your chin in. And cow, move yourself with your head up and your tailbone up to the ceiling.
It's a loose stretch.
Yes, so we're stretching our spine. Cat stretch and then the cow. We always move nice and slowly between them. We always breathe through our nose as we do this. Okay, so we know the back movement. Now we're going to add one leg. I want you to take your right leg, Oliver will do it left. And as you do cat stretch, take your right knee in towards your nose. And then keep the knee bent, and as we go to cow, lift the bottom of your foot up to the ceiling while you lift your head. So lift it up, can you lift it higher? No? Okay, so now we continue flowing. This is tiger now. Knee in and out. So it's no longer cat and cow. It is now tiger. Interesting. I mean, tiger is a cat, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that'll help you remember it. Okay, we did one leg. Set that knee down. We want to do the other in the same way. Reset yourself. Make sure your fingers are spread out and are pointing forward, not out to the side. So those little things matter so that you don't hurt yourself. You don't hurt your wrists right now. So take your left knee in as you do cat, and then bring it out as you do cow. And here we have tiger. So keeping that knee bent, and with lots of control, lots of slow movement. Tuck in and pull out. Keep going a couple more times. Get a feel for tiger. All right, set that knee down. We're going to child's pose. Oliver, that one hurt, huh?
Yeah,
His arms are tired, he says, from doing push-ups. So if he's moaning and groaning, it's because of that, not because of the yoga we're doing.
Yawn.
All right, time for striking cobra. We know what cobra is. It's very similar to up dog. So let's get into that pose first. And then we will learn striking cobra. So striking means that like it's attacking. Maybe it's going for a mouse or it's trying to catch its prey. So it's a moving pose just like crocodile is. A moving pose. Okay, so we've done this similar before. Let's remember what cobra is. Let's go ahead and lay all the way down on our bellies. Legs are straight. Hands are here and underneath your shoulders. They're flat. And you're ready to push off the floor, but keep your legs down on the mat or on the carpet, okay? Make sure your hands are in here, not way out here, okay? We want to try to bring them in so that, look at my arms are vertical. They're straight up and down like table legs, right? Here's our cobra, which is a snake. How does it strike? Well, it's going to go back to child's pose. It's going to stay low as it creeps forward and then extends up into that cobra pose. So we do it again. We go back to child's pose. We kind of creep. Keep your face kind of close to the floor and then extend those arms up and it strikes. So we go back, forward and up. Back, forward and up. And one more time, striking cobra. Great. I want you to go back to child's pose and stay here for a moment. You may choose to wrap your arms to hold your heels. If you choose to curl your toes under, it becomes rabbit if you take your forehead closer to your knees. So your choice, whenever we do child's pose, rabbit is another choice.
The sun's on me.
All right, while we're here, I want you to come up onto high knees, and we're going to remember one that we learned last week. We're going to teach Oliver, because he doesn't know this one yet. It's called hero. Now, a hero has a very proud chest. He's a very strong person, right? So we're going to hold our hands behind our back, and we're going to puff out our chest by pulling our shoulders back and chest forward. And really, this is it. This is hero. Hands are held behind your back. And then another choice for this, you can sit on your heels, and similar to our child's pose, but we're going to lift our hands now up towards the ceiling. Go ahead, Oliver, try it.
That's even easier.
Forehead to the floor. That keeps your neck straight. Okay, we're going to come up, back to hero. And then release the arms and maybe do a couple shoulder rolls to loosen them up. Okay, we've learned a lot. Wow, we just did striking cobra with hero. We've done palm tree. Wow. Now, we are going to do our standing poses next. I promised to teach you the difference between triangle and pyramid. Come on up, let's learn. We'll come back to a couple sitting poses yet. We have time. Okay, let's widen our feet. Now, let's think about this. The words triangle is a two-dimensional shape. It's flat on the paper. A pyramid is a three-dimensional shape. It has form. It stands out. Okay, so triangle first, because we already know this. So we're going to be flat like a sheet of paper. We are two-dimensional. So hold on, Oliver. You're not two-dimensional, and I want to get you there. So I want you to turn out this foot. This foot's forward. They're fairly wide, and your whole body could sit on a piece of paper, right? We're going to go slowly, Oliver, so we do it right. Take your fingertips and reach for the side wall first. And then go ahead and rotate your arms. Don't dip this shoulder forward, because then we become three-dimensional. We don't want to be in triangle or flat. Flat. So keep your chest open and forward. And this is your triangle. Keep this arm. Can you reach for the ceiling? No? Trying to make it more flat like a triangle. All right, so we know triangle. Okay. Come up. Don't move your feet yet. Here's how I want you to move them. I just want you to move your back foot and your hips. Now I'm facing the side of the room instead of facing you. We hold our hands behind our backs. Here's pyramid. And I lean forward. That's all it is.
Now we're standing up.
So I'm not flat anymore because my feet are not in line with each other, and my shoulders have space. They're not in line with the rest of my body. So we're not a flat shape. We are now three-dimensional. We are pyramid. Okay, come up. Here's how we're going to turn our feet. First forward, and then turn this foot out to the side, triangle first. So keep your body in that one plane. So we're flat. And then reach over to the side first. Reach to the side. Reach to the side. And then rotate your arms, and we're in triangle.
Shirt, it's not a triangle.
Oh, his shirt's messing up his triangle. Darn it.
It's not a triangle. Oh, it's a triangle.
Here's your triangle. All right. Turn the back foot a little bit and turn your hips to the side. Pyramid time. Hold your hands behind your back and go ahead and lean forward. However far you can lean forward is fine. If it hurts your front leg, maybe bend that knee just a tiny bit if it hurts. Otherwise, keep it straight. Francis pyramid. Wonderful. All right, we're going to challenge you with that really difficult balance pose we learned last week. Big toe hold.
No.
Maggie had a hard time with that. Let's see how Oliver does. It's hard.
Get the pillows ready.
Okay, so in yoga we want to try to be graceful. We don't want to fall on the floor and flop and be silly. Okay, we're trying not to do that. So you're successful as long as you do not flop to the floor. Okay, you might not do it perfectly. I want you to stand on one leg. I don't care. You choose which one you want to do first.
I don't know.
Okay. You hold on, not just the tip of your toe, you hold on to that whole bone that connects your big toe. Okay, hold that whole thing.
I'm already full.
Once you have balance, you straighten the leg out. It can be forward or kind of out to the side, it's your choice. And you're in your big toe hold, breathing through your nose. Oliver, you said you could do this. Don't hold the tip of your foot. Okay, try again. Hold it like this. There you go. We're holding here, not here, not the tip of your toe. Really, I'm holding below my big toe. But that's the bone that connects the toe to the rest of your foot here. How do we do on this side? We tried.
The other side's gonna be worse.
Let's find out. Okay, shift your weight over. You want to feel like you're tall, you're strong on that leg, and then grab a hold. Try to straighten your leg.
Maybe
This other arm can do whatever you want. If you want it out to the side or up or on
maybe
your
I
hip,
was wrong.
whatever helps you. I'm gonna put mine out to the side. And he's gonna
Sorry.
try to pull me down just like Maggie tried last week. Not happening.
It's coming down with me.
So it's one of those things that you practice and practice and practice until you get good at it. If you don't practice, it's very difficult. I've practiced, evidently. All right, wonderful. We tried. We'll keep trying. We'll keep it up. We'll keep smiling and trying. Okay, we are going to go down to some seated poses.
Yay.
Start an easy pose. Okay, we're through those
Nobody can see.
challenging ones. Oliver's in the sunshine. Okay.
I'm warm.
I'll scoot over. Okay, so we sit up tall. We know that. We're developing these muscles in our back that help us be strong and tall and look confident instead of somebody who looks kind of lazy and all slouched forward. So we want to practice that all the time, sitting up tall. Fire log. Fire log. Logs on a fire kind of are piled on top of each other.
Yeah.
So let's think about our legs being
My legs
stacked.
are wood.
They are the logs.
Good.
So I'm going to keep one leg in place, and the other, I'm going to kind of put my foot on top of this knee, and this knee is going to go over this foot, so they're stacked now. And you kind of feel this back in your hip a little differently, and it's giving you a good stretch. And at first it might be a little uncomfortable, so you might not want to do it very long. So let's switch to the other side and see how that feels.
Extra space for paper in between the
One of them will feel more comfortable than the other. And yeah, we put our kindling between our legs, right, to start the fire? Okay. Not really. But pretending these are our fire logs. Yeah, this one's harder for me. My knee's a lot higher. So it just depends on how you usually sit cross-legged. One of your legs is going to be more comfortable than the other being on top. But it's actually good to practice both sides and get your legs comfortable in time. Both ways. It's good to switch it up. So there's our fire log. After that, oh, we want to see if we remember what cow face is. I don't think Oliver quite knows cow face. We did it with Maggie last week. So, again, we're gonna kind of cross our legs in an odd way. Let's do this together. Let's take our right knee. Oliver, we're gonna, yes, he's there. And we're gonna pull that so our right knee is gonna straight forward. And then our left knee, we're gonna try to pull it so that it's stacked on top. And for some of you, you're going, that is impossible. I cannot do that. So maybe you try, and if you don't like it, go back to easy
I don't
pose,
even know
okay?
which foot is which anymore.
You don't know which foot is which.
It's so
Which
weird.
one is my right and which one is my left? I don't know anymore.
It's so weird because I feel this foot, and it
It's
feels
messing
like
with your
this
brain,
foot.
isn't it? All right, so maybe you're in this part of cow face. Maybe you're not. It's okay. Let's try the next part of it. So whichever leg is stacked on top, we want to put that elbow up in the air.
So one foot's itchy and I itch the wrong foot.
So Oliver, this elbow is going to be up to the ceiling. This elbow is going to be up to the ceiling. And you're going to have your hand like at the base of your neck, right? Or below. We're going to take the other hand and try to reach for the hand. Try to hold hands behind your back. Maybe try to touch fingers. So Oliver, can you unwrap and turn around for a second? Just show the arms. That's what we want to look like behind the back, if possible. At least our fingertips are pointed at each other. They might not touch. Okay. Ouch. Let's unwrap. Let's try the other side. So we want to put this knee now underneath. Wrap this one over. And again, it works probably better on one side than the other.
That's happening.
Is it working? Kind of. Again, try it. If you want to go to easy pose with the legs, that's okay. And then we try the arms. So we want whatever leg is crossed on top, we want the same elbow up to the ceiling. And then we reach behind and try to hold. And it's most of us will not be the same on both sides. Like the other side I can touch fingers, this one I cannot. Okay, so don't hurt yourself, don't force it. Keep your head up. And if you can't touch, that's okay. Just aim your fingertips at each other. Mine are not touching, and that's okay. I know that that doesn't work for me. Maybe with more practice it would. Okay, unwrap the arms. Unwrap the legs. Oh, let's go into our backs. Baby pose. Baby pose. Join us. Oh, this is how I sleep at night. So
Maybe in the sun.
don't let me lay here too long because I might just truly fall asleep.
I need a pillow.
Babies don't use pillows.
Yo, my arms don't touch when I sleep. I have a blanket in between my arms.
All right, we're all onto your back. With knees bent, hug your knees. I want you to rock a little bit side to side. Knees to chest is what this one's called. Not a very interesting name. We're going to end in laying a butterfly. So put the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet together. Let them relax down on the floor with your knees out wide, your hands on your belly, or maybe your hands underneath your head is fine too. So I think you look more like a butterfly if you actually have your hands underneath your head and then your elbows are wide. So you have your two sets of wings here and you look more like a butterfly. Oliver's flying away. I'm just relaxed.
Dead butterfly.
Dead butterfly, I suppose. All right. Go ahead and hug your knees and rock on your back. Rock up to seated or standing. Come all the way up.
Standing.
Great job in yoga today. You turn it off.
Yeah.
We did a lot, learned a lot. Great job.